Hey y'all, I just came on here to do a really quick video about prioritizing self-care as a mom, especially a new mom, because I myself am a new mom and I'm also navigating through it. So I decided that I would come on here and share some tips that I've incorporated into my everyday lifestyle, just to make sure that I am thinking not only about myself, not only about my daughter, but about myself, because if you're not here for them, you can't be here for them, if that makes sense. You got to make sure you're showing up 100%. Your daughter, your sons, whatever, how many ever kids you have, they deserve to see you at your fullest, and not just, bare minimum, wherever that bar is. You need to make that bar high for yourself, so they see, like, dang, not necessarily that mama be stunting, but you don't want your kids to only have memories of you being, spruced up and cute and stuff like that in like old pictures. You want to make sure that they're getting to experience that part of you here while they're young. And if you can set that tone now, then it'll be really great. In my opinion, I feel like to see them grow up and always have that mindset, and it not being a thing where, oh, when they out the house and they out the nest, that I'm on it. And I don't even mean physically, like as far as appearance or how you're showing up. I mean, they deserve to see you at your fullest. So when you have a baby, I know it can be really hard. I myself am still trying to find myself, who I was before I had my baby, even though I know that girl is somewhat gone, because I am a different person. I'm a whole grown-ass woman out here with kids. It's completely different now. So I just want to make sure that my baby gets to see that I am trying my hardest in all aspects of my self-care and my awareness of what that self-care is. So if you need therapy, if you feel like you need someone to talk to and family's not cutting it, you just need someone to reach out to, find that community. I do have a group called She, Her, Us, which I am currently rebranding. And by rebranding, I mean the brand itself is the same. I am just coming out with a new name, a new logo, and actually diving deeper into what I want that community to be. So I just pretty much want to make sure that I'm hosting a space for other people like me, women, yes, where we're supporting each other and making sure that, we're seeing each other be our most successful selves, be our most cared for self, be our most loved self, so that we can show up for our kids and actually make sure that we are the supermodel of the house, if that makes sense. Because you need to make sure that you're setting that standard, period. Your kids need to see not that you're struggling, but that you are successful and that you're supported and that you're loved. And they need to see that you feel that, so that, not that they understand necessarily, because kids will never understand. I know I didn't understand. It's not their business to understand, but they shouldn't see that stress or that lack of support just because it's what you're experiencing. So you deserve it. You owe it to yourself to make sure you have some sort of community that you find yourself grounded in, whether it's other family members or friends that you have that are mothers, just someone or some people that you can reach out to and say, hey, this is what I got going on. This is what I need in this moment. And if you're a mom that has kids and you have friends that don't have kids, for instance, it can be really hard trying to, describe your difficulties. And even if you're not describing your difficulties, just actually navigating and being a mom, unless your friends are with you or they have people, close to you that have kids that are in your situation, your friends will never understand truly if they don't have kids. And it can be really hard. But I know I was trying to find the words at one time, like, how do I let my friends know that I don't have time for certain stuff? Or yes, I have free time, but that free time is literally me just sitting in this. It may be 5 minutes of this where it's absolutely quiet, and that's the only 5 minutes I'll get in that day, because I need my sanity. And especially going from, if you're in a relationship, maybe you're used to giving your time to someone else. But me personally, I was solo dolo for a long time. So for me, seeing me go into like mom mode, like 24/7, that was kind of insane to me, because I've never devoted that much time to someone aside from myself. I hadn't really been in a whole lot of serious relationships or lived with anyone for an extended period of time. So I know how I am when it comes to me having my peace and incorporating that peace into my everyday lifestyle. Being a mom and being a single mom is super important. So setting those boundaries with my child, yes. Like today, I was sitting on the toilet and I noticed I did it before. She was trying to breastfeed, and I'm like, baby, we can't do that, because sometimes I want to sit and poop in peace. And you can go play, or you can sit in here and play, but I kind of, established that was okay and I shouldn't have, because that's a boundary that I realized. I want to pee in peace, I want to poop in peace, but because I had, sorry if it's TMI, but because I had already started that with her, she thought that it was normal and that it was okay. So just find where those moments are in your everyday life, especially if you're a single mom. You know, when do I want to sit down and just chill? If it's in the morning where you're having your coffee, if you're waking up 20 to 30 minutes before your baby, when is that time that you're having and devoting solely towards you? Thirdly, I would say, I think it's really important to write all your goals down, whether it's in the physical world or the spiritual world, the emotional world. What do you want out of life? What do you want in this moment? What do you need? What is your soul craving? If you can find those things, write them down, and then figure out what it is in the physical world that you can do to make those things possible and to incorporate them into your everyday life. I'm telling you, you will be so happy. But if you feel like you're in this cycle and you're doing the same thing every day and nothing's changing, it's because you're not changing. So you have to do something that you didn't do yesterday, incorporate that into your schedule today in some type of way, and then you'll be able to navigate a little bit better. Like, hey, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is how I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go get it, because you deserve it and it's tangible, it's definitely possible. You just have to figure out the ways of how. And if you don't know nothing being a mom, if you don't know nothing, you gotta know you can do that shit, because I learned it's some things I was worried about being a first time mom. It's clockwork now. It's stuff I don't even think about. But being in the hospital, I was stressed about it. Or being, you know, at home alone in those first few weeks, like right before I had her, I was thinking about all these things, and all those things go out the window, because somehow when you have a child, you also, you know, when you birth them, you gain this superpower that is like no other in this world. But it can be really robotic. You can feel like you're just going, especially if you are a young single mom, because you don't want to think that all the years that you have ahead of you are gone. That's not where your mindset should be. It should be, how can I live this life successfully and incorporate my child in every single thing that I do, to where they'll be happy, fulfilled, and that it'll positively affect them. So if you're doing things in your everyday life and it is negatively affecting you or your child, you got to cut it out. That's not self-care. It's not self-care, mama. I'm sorry. Sometimes we indulge in things that we feel like we need, but honey, if you got to get cracked every week, every other week by somebody that don't give a damn about you or your baby, that's not it, honey. You got to figure out, you got to get to the root of that and figure out what it is you need. If you feel like you need a shot every day dealing with them kids, you might need a shot. But if it becomes a problem, honey, we're gonna help you fix it, because it's not okay. And there are other ways to feel like, or there are other ways to make sure that you're keeping a hold on the hut, because sometimes it can feel like your household is just everywhere and everything on your shoulders, and everything is not everything, okay? Sometimes this shit gets hard and it gets crazy, and you can't even find the words to say, hey, I don't know how to fix this, I don't know how to deal with this, I don't know how I got in this situation, but now I'm in this cycle. All you have to do is figure out what's causing the cycle and how you gonna throw a rock in the washing machine to make it change. I mean, you gotta do something. So that's just my advice. If you feel like you are sinking in your motherhood because you can't sink, you know, when you're planning as a mother, you're planning in soul. You're not planning in shit like manure. You are planning in soul, and the soul that you need, you're gonna come out of it and be a completely different person. And that's the person that your baby needs. It's the person that the world needs, because when you have kids, you have them for a reason, and they come to you for a reason when they come, because you need them. I'm not saying they don't need you, but you needed them, and whatever purpose and story and moral theme, whatever they have. Oh God, I broke the toilet. Whatever they have to teach for you is for you. So you have to figure out what in your life you absolutely have to change to devote, you know, your best you to them. So I would just say, sit with yourself, see what you need, like what you really need, and go get it. Write it down. If you feel like you need a massage, you want someone, put that on a piece of paper and figure out, where the hell am I gonna put these kids? Where am I getting the money for this massage? How often am I getting? Who am I getting it with? And give yourself a ritual, give yourself a routine that makes you feel like, I am that bitch. I am thriving. I'm doing stuff that I didn't do before I had these kids. I'm doing stuff that I hadn't done in years. If it's getting on a bike and taking off down the damn hill, do it. But don't lose you and don't lose your sense of self as far as being you. Yes, you're a mom, but don't feel like there are certain things that you can't do because of your age or because of your title of being a mom. You're not limited just by mom. You are still that girl. You are still who you are before you had them kids, okay? So tap into what it is that that girl needs and who you are right now. Tap into what you need as a person aside from being a mom. What do you need? What new endeavors do you need to try? Like what do you need to look into that's gonna make you feel like, you know what? This is my year. 2025 is my year. Okay, that was snot coming down my nose and I didn't plan on editing this video. I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't edit it because yeah, I'm a mom and like I said, I do some silly shit sometimes too. That was gross, but I'm ending the video on that note because why would you just snot like that? Anyway, bye y'all, thank you. Enjoy your self-care, enjoy all your time and all the good things that you need with you. Come back and comment in a week or two. Let me know how you feeling. Let me know what you incorporated. Let me know what you need. If there's anything I can do to support you, any links you need, the community, let me know. We here, we got you, girl, we got you. And on that note, I'm gonna skedaddle.